G'day and welcome to Gatekeeper's coverage of the 2023 ACT Disc Golf Championships, the Sizzler, presented by Oz Discs. We're at the beautiful Western Park in the capital city of Australia, Canberra. This coverage has been provided by Justice Media. I'm Tim Bowen and I'm joined by Paddy Robinson, Andrew Ferguson. Together we make up the Tee Off podcast and we're stoked to bring commentary to this awesome event.
Sure are.
Looking at the leaderboard here, who's in front, Paddy?
All right, we've got Austin D'Alessandro at a 20 down and a very clean-looking front nine there. David Perry and Jade Brady very close behind him at 18. Luke Bayne there with a 13 as well.
All right, hole 10 kicking off the middle nine of this 27-hole layout. A 564-foot, 172-metre par 4. Boys, what are we throwing?
A big overstable driver trying to land in that little landing zone at the start of that tunnel there.
Just get in the opening of the tunnel. You can see how exposed this hole is. The wind is wreaking havoc, so everyone will be throwing some beef on this one.
Definitely looks like a tailwind, which is going to help Jade's.
Oh, this is going to be money, actually. He'll be really far down there.
You don't want to take on that OB path on the right, but if you accidentally take it on, you definitely take the result because it's good to be down on that right-hand side.
Yeah, the big miss on this hole is being left and long because it really cuts off that avenue to the basket.
Austin going for something big here. Yeah, I think that's the play. If you can hyzer flip it. Oh, he's fading out way too hard though. Yeah, he's already in the trees.
I think I was there on this round too. There's a couple of little lines, but it's really you're looking at a very tight approach and a lot of trouble or a crazy spike.
Oh, Bayne catching the last tree at the tunnel. That's actually a very good result for him. He'll drop down and have a bit of a straight approach.
Dave, getting low on that one, but still catching a branch.
Austin on a completely different hole. This is not how you tackle this one. It's going the forehand roller, it looks like.
I'm having a bit of PTSD here, Austin. I was right there too.
Yeah.
There is nothing there.
Yeah, Bayne got very lucky catching this tree. He could have faded to about where Austin was, but that's left him with a really, really easy up and down.
Making this hole look very simple.
Is this Dave's drive?
No,
second shot.
He just hit that
right.
guardian tree, unfortunately.
Have we seen where Jade got to, though?
How good's this?
That is very far down there.
Yep. Stretching those shorts out, and there's not much shorts to stretch there. Austin hasn't seen any of the fairway. He's going to get in the circle, hopefully, for a par putt here, though. Ooh, no, caught up early. Yep.
He's not happy. Not having a real great run here, too. He's gone par.
Needs this.
The boys are catching.
And he's whiffed that. Maybe some front of the lead card nerves just kicking in for Austin.
Dave here left his approach a little short, giving himself a tester.
Yeah,
no worries.
Great save, Dave.
Austin needs this for bogey to hold on to a one-stroke lead.
I didn't actually intend for that to rhyme, by the way. Save, Dave.
Oh, boy.
Oh, Austin.
So that might... Jade had a chance to take a good lead there, and I think he'll still get it because Austin will be tapping in a double. Bayne picks up a birdie too. He's happy with that.
Making the hole look very easy.
It's first real blemish for Aussie D.
This hole did play pretty hard, 4.18, only 4 birdies on the day. All right, hole 11, 712 feet, 217-metre par 4. This is a great one to get your biggest bomber driver and just let loose. Landing zone up on top of the hill and then approaching down to the basket just tucked away in the edge of the trees there.
I want to see Austin throw. I know he's going to have that double bogey, extra 10% power that you get.
Oh, Bayne just going too high there.
Did we see
wind
him
taking it up?
Did we see him do that in the first round too? Jeez,
we saw me do that.
Oh.
But it's funny. You do have to throw a bit uphill off the tee here, and it's tantalising to put your disc up in the air, but you want to keep it low, punch it just over the crest.
Jade's done well there. He'll be looking straight at the basket. Perry, big arm on him.
Yep, that looks perfect from Dave there. That's going to fade and skip to the left. He'll have an easy up and down from that point. Here we go, Austin. Puts out a big hyzer flip there. And yep, that's all you need to do.
That'll be over the hill. Very nice.
Mm-hmm. This is short and left for Bayne, but should still be in a good place to get up and down, or up and down.
Birdie from here is going to be pretty tough.
Yeah, it's asking a bit. At 217 metres, this is one of the longer par fours.
You can hear the wind whipping through.
That needs to get stable in a hurry. Oh, looks like he's fought through, so he might have a sneaky line for a birdie look, but that was definitely overturned from Jade.
It is a little deceiving, this hole. That approach, even though the basket's just sitting there pretty looking at you, you don't want to be left, you don't want to be right, and you don't want to be long. A lot of trouble to get into.
Dave's gone a little right on his approach. Austin, if that gets stable... It looks like they've all fought through that initial brush of trees.
Bayne pretty quick to throw that one. He's put his third throw up to the basket.
So Jade tied up at 18 down. Has he got a look?
Ooh.
No, just under there.
This hole played at 3.17 over the second round.
Austin got a much better break, and yeah, he's
Great putts.
capitalised. Well done. That's how you forget about a double bogey. Dave's in for the birdie as well. Well done. Jade needs this for par. Look how tight it is at the top here. We've got...
Are you talking about the shorts again? Or?
Well done, Jade. No, that par keeps him at 18 down, with Dave and Austin moving to 19 down with their birdies. It's a good par save from Bayne as well. So this one, hole 12, 80 metre, 262 foot, par 3. It's basically a tunnel shot. You want to avoid the trees on the left because they're extra grabby. A lot of players will be erring on the side of caution and hanging it out to the right because there's much more forgiving rough on that side. Forget exactly what I said. Dave's gone against the script, and you can see those left side just grabbing his disc there.
Austin needing that one to get left, and it does get a handy kick off a branch.
Bayne's just throwing a Toro on this one. I like that strategy. Instead of trying to hyzer flip something, just throwing something overstable with no glide and scooting up there.
Jeez, that line's what you draw up in your head too. Oh, Jade's starting as well. Fantastic.
It's fading a little bit, but if it gets down enough, he'll be sitting with a nice putt.
Dave on bended knee, opting to go for...
Wow,
that's a
very
side approach there.
Very skillful flick with the AVR X3.
Jeez, give him that a bit of a run, yeah.
Jade here, pin high, just pops
He-
it in for birdie. Beautiful.
He must have given that a run for ace, really.
And with that, Jade Brady joins the front runners at 19 under par. We've got a three-way tie at the top. Exciting stuff.
Bayne absolutely parked. Nice little tap in.
All right, rolling into hole 13, 581 feet, 177 metres. We're just crossing a landing zone here where you'd like to be to pop your disc over this out of bounds area to an island green. Par 4, boys.
Yeah, it's good fun, this hole. You just don't want to be too straight off the tee because there is a OB dirt road if you go a bit too straight. So you want something to fade pretty hard left. Bayne looks like he'll be fine, and same with Jade, I reckon, there as well.
It's kind of a specific landing zone, this one, though. If you go too long, you're OB. If you start fading too early, you're hitting the rough, and it looks like Perry's hit that rough there. I like the play from Austin, giving it the height.
Yeah, that's great.
The more fade you get to the left, the closer you were after the second shot. So, Dave was okay in the end.
Oh, gosh, that got smacked down.
Yeah, the wind slapped that down, and that is OB. There is a drop zone at the front end of this first inbounds area.
Quite a unique hole design. I do like it. I like the fact that you're having to think about where you're putting. Oh, goodness me. Look at that.
Oh.
That's very unfortunate from
Right
Jade.
into those KFC buckets.
That was
That's a zinger.
that was looking perfect out of his hand.
Oh, this looks great.
Austin definitely making
Oh,
up.
and great. If you go long, you really don't have a putt because there's so much rough back there. I can't believe that shot got slapped down from Jade so viciously in the wind.
Bayne a little high.
Looks
but
like
managed
he's
to catch a tree there and drop it in the circle, perhaps.
So here's
that
the
just
drop
looks
zone.
super overstable too.
Yeah, that wasn't a good shot from Bayne, but if it's across the island and remained in bounds, he'll take it.
That wind,
Yeah,
it's just
doing all
slapping
sorts.
him down.
Yeah, Bayne, pretty lucky because there's OB short and to the right as well on this hole. Oh,
Oh,
and he almost made good on the putt. Jade needs this for a bogey.
we still haven't got to Austin yet.
Yeah.
Another little swing coming up, I think.
Mm-hmm. Look at that rough at the back. If Austin kept going, he would have been very, very deep in that rough.
Dave also needing this one for a bogue.
Oh,
Oh,
Dave.
no.
I think that might be the first missed putt we've seen from Dave all weekend so far.
There we go. Double bogey.
It's the
That
double.
stings.
And Austin just taking the birdie. Moving on, we've got hole 14 here. This is a bit of a unique hole. Very wide tee pad, and you can throw down the left or the right tunnels. It's 111 metre par 3. So I think we saw Austin go down the left side with a big Anheuser throw yesterday. Today he switched things up, obviously for the wind.
Just
that's,
that little tree clip didn't worry the disc. He's absolutely parked down there.
6 birdies in total for this round. I wonder if we're going to see any here.
That right side just has such a low ceiling and so much foliage. You get exactly that, what Bayne got there, smack down.
I want to shout out Ryan Budge, one of the other MPO players. He was actually throwing a forehand roller and
Ridiculous.
absolutely parked this hole. He did snag the birdie on this round.
Dave also opting for the right-hand fairway.
That's got...
That looks good.
Lovely from
Well, yeah,
Dave.
it didn't get much fade, but that's all the way down the tunnel. Well done, Dave.
I've got to admit, he's had a couple of
Oh, did that tickle chains? That was very close from Bayne.
bogeys, but then he bounced back very quickly.
That's what you want.
There you
after a
go.
double. Beautiful.
I tell you what, I would not have expected to see 3 birdie looks at this hole. It's a tough hole.
To keep your disc under the canopy of trees in this wind was definitely a challenge. Well done to those boys getting the birdie.
Well, there were only 6 birdies on that hole. We just saw 3 of them. All right, hole 15, it's 722 feet, 220 metre, par 4. Backhand is probably the play off the tee here, or backhand roller. You want to get to as far as you can down and then have a bit of a forehand approach to this basket, sitting in the rocks, elevated pin. Pretty tough hole this, but a lot of fun.
This is the iconic Western Park hole. That's turned over too much for Austin. He wants to hit that same line but fade out to the left at the end. Where's that going for Jade? That looks like it's checking up nicely.
That's big. That's good.
Might be a little too straight. He might have to throw something creative on that second shot.
Dave Perry with his trusty Thunderbird, I think we've established.
Oh, we need to hit a tree on the right-hand side there.
It is really hard to have a look at birdie from there.
I think, yeah, this is one of the harder holes of the course at 220 metres, and the basket is quite elevated in the rocks there as well. Great drive from Bayne, though. That's gone an absolute mile.
Yeah, beautiful shape. Dave just looking to get in position here so he can approach and take his 4, I reckon.
Birdie absolutely out of the equation there. That's got plenty of distance. He'll have a short forehand approach.
Austin going roller.
Austin's gone for it.
I've lost it.
Yep. Looks like
so
it's
is Justice.
Looks like it's cutting a little bit. He's gone a little
Yeah,
deep,
right.
I think.
Jeez, that's a risky play in the wind.
Jade's in prime position here.
Low line.
This is a local line. There's a lot of trees on that right-hand side, but it looks like he's missed them all.
Jeez, I reckon he's got a putt there.
Textbook drive from Bayne took off a lot of distance, and I think this is how the hole's intended to be played. Oh,
Oi.
Off the rock. Jeez, that's unfortunate.
Far out.
wow, he almost brought up the eagle there. And very unfortunate not to land in those rocks for an easy tap-in. Wonder if that's done some damage to his disc too.
Dave,
Yeah.
his trusty AVR X3.
So Austin's... that's very lucky to get caught up in that rough because there is OB right behind Austin there.
Using the ground beautifully there to skip up.
He'd want to be a little closer too. These putts in the elevated basket.
What
Bayne.
elevator basket?
Yeah, forget about it.
Doesn't
Great
exist
putt.
for Bayne.
This is for birdie for Jade as well.
How good was that drive? His approach. That's insane.
I don't know that right-hand sideline at all. That's a local, well-kept secret by Jade. Well done for the birdie. Look at the win for Austin.
Scary putt too.
Oh,
Well
he's
done.
very well.
Confident putt.
Dave in for the par. Well done.
Moving on to hole 16, 476 foot, 145 metre par 4. The easiest hole on the course, boys, this one?
I'd say so. And I think going from one of the hardest to one of the easiest holes on the course is a bit of a shock to the system.
Definitely a bit of a tweener hole. You really want to try and get your 3 here. A 4 feels like a bogey.
Just want to avoid the trees on the right and the OB on the left. Jade's turned it over a little bit, but he's got plenty of distance on that. Shouldn't have any issue whatsoever.
The eagle is actually in play here too. You might get the big rollers, or even if guys want to take that backhand approach and just try and get lucky through the trees, it's not a massive drive.
Austin going for that roller.
Shapes up nicely for the roller. Can't tell if it hit a tree or if it's standing up too early, but either way, he should still be able to get up and down for the birdie. Dave has a cannon of a forehand, and that's stood up a bit. He'll be way down there.
Yeah, he'll have a very, very easy approach.
Yeah, Austin definitely must have caught something a little bit earlier there on the roller, but putting that one just a little long.
There is OB long, but I think he's checked up inbounds, no problems at all. This is unfortunate for Bayne to be so pinched off, but he's made it look very easy, the patent pending Anheuser approach.
Jade, do you reckon he's trying to throw this in? Oh, no.
No, he's done
Just
well.
laying up.
Keep it low.
Take the 3, walk away.
David here with an eagle look.
Oh, look at the wind smacking that down.
Jeez.
So Austin with a 1-stroke lead over Jade. He wants this to keep that lead, and no problems at all. He's put that one
Lovely.
straight in.
11 birdies on the day. This hole averaged at 3.47.
Half a stroke under par.
Yeah, definitely a tweener hole. Dave's just cleared up that double bogey that he had before.
Jade tapping in, and we're seeing another star frame. Rattle the chains, boys.
There you go.
Well done.
All right, hole 17. Nice short island hole here. 223 feet, 68 metres. The forehand is probably the preferred option, but you're going to see some spikes as well.
Very small island, this KFC bucket. You want to get it straight in, put it close.
I think there's
Oh,
definitely a
this-
chance next year of a sponsor.
Oh, the wind's playing all sorts of tricks with that disc, but that looks like it got down in time. Bayne will be throwing the Toro. I like this play better, higher and with something more overstable. Don't want to hit the trees though.
jeez.
Oh, very lucky.
That's a great reaction off those trees.
Austin going standstill.
It's got good shape on that.
It's got the legs though.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. Be interesting to see if Dave goes backhand. He looks like he is as well.
Yeah, this stung Dave in the first round, so see if he's corrected.
Or has to get down.
Oh, that wind just dragging.
Oh, did that
goodness
get
me.
lucky?
Oh,
Wow, that really had no chance.
Goodness
Dave.
gracious.
Hey, it's a 2 on the card, Dave. Well done, mate.
You never see the RPM baskets catch those. Those trays do not catch those putts.
Well, there we go.
Jeez, we might see another star frame here.
Well done.
We do.
Lovely.
Well done, boys. You'd be happy with that in the wind.
Only 6 birdies on the day, and that was 4 of them.
Well done. Hole 18, par 4, 154 metres. Similar distance to the easier hole we just saw, but this one's much trickier. You have to hit a tight gap off the tee, approaching a Mando on the tree that we see on the right-hand side there. And then we've got a bit of open field to play with for the approach shot. I think this shapes up well for a forehand or a backhand hyzer flip.
Yeah, I throw the backhand hyzer flip here. It is a fun shot to throw.
Lots of trees to hit on the way, so let's see how the boys tackle it. Jade's gotten through nicely. Bayne's put a move on that. Looks like it's fading out a little early, but should be no problems at all.
It's kind of why I like that backhand line as well. If you do fade out to the left, then you're not really worried at all by the Mando. If it goes too hard to the right, then it is in your mind a little bit in your shot too. But
Dave starting that one out left and unfortunately catching an early tree.
He's got the forehand to get there, though, so let's see how much move you can put on this disc.
That's quite a lot of move.
Yep. That's actually great.
now,
Might be a little short and a little right, but he'll have a look for the birdie.
if you haven't seen the round one coverage, go back and watch this because these boys tear up this hole.
You can see the wind just wreaking havoc here. And we saw a rare forehand from Austin. This is what happens if you fade out. You get stuck in those trees.
Definitely one of the harder holes, actually, of the day. It played at 4.18.
I mean, just look at the wind. The trees
Yeah.
behind are moving big time.
But that one getting smacked down. Nice line, but the wind just causing havoc.
Jade putting straight into the headwind there, and that just keeps his putter too high, and he's got a bit of a tester for par now. Oh, Austin. Very close, but no cigar. Dave's forehand got him way down there. This is for birdie. Not quite.
Just a bit low and right, unfortunately. Still a bit of a tester here.
Yeah.
Oh, just overcompensating a little there.
I swear he had a headwind putt on the first one and the second one. So the wind obviously swirling around and wreaking a bit of havoc.
Oh, Austin.
They do like to make mistakes together, these boys, don't they? Jade and Austin.
Look at these trees, man.
He's got another headwind putt.
Oh,
It's
goodness.
This is
I feel
a
for
tough
Jade.
hole.
He's
Yeah.
he's had 3 headwind putts somehow from different directions.
Well, look, there's only 3 birdies on the day. Adam Rigby, Soren Storup, and actually myself.
Oh, Paddy, you're giving yourself a shout out.
Good on
Jade's
ya.
in for the double. Austin's in for the single.
And yeah, look at those wind.
Perry
Get
to
off
the
this
par.
hole.
That's made things very interesting at the top here. Austin at 22 down, Dave at 20 down, Jade at 20 down, Luke Bayne at 18 down. Don't go anywhere. We're coming back with the back 9, the final 9 of this Disc Golf Championships at the Sizzler in Canberra. Big shout out to Gatekeeper, Rad and Justice for getting some Australian disc golf out to the world. We're Paddy Robinson, Tim Bowen and Andrew Ferguson. Together we make the Tee Off podcast. We'll see you soon for the back 9.